Two Israeli embassy staff members were shot dead outside the Capitol Jewish Museum in downtown Washington, D.C., in what police are calling a targeted attack. According to authorities, the suspect, identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez of Chicago, opened fire on a group of 4 people shortly after 9 p.m. local time. The victims, a young couple, were leaving an event at the museum when the attack occurred. Witnesses and police officials reported that the suspect shouted "Free Palestine" after the shooting. He then entered the museum, where he was quickly detained by security personnel. The Metropolitan Police Department confirmed that the suspect had been pacing outside the museum before the shooting, and that the victims were likely targeted. Israeli ambassador to the U.S. stated that the couple had been planning to get engaged during an upcoming trip to Jerusalem. The male victim had reportedly purchased a ring earlier that week. The names of the victims have not yet been released. Eyewitness Katie Kalischer told reporters that the suspect appeared visibly distressed when he entered the museum following the shooting. Jojo Kalin, a board member of the American Jewish Committee who helped organize the event, said she didn't witness the shooting but expressed deep sorrow over the incident. The attack sparked immediate reactions from U.S. leaders. Former President Donald Trump condemned the act as anti-Semitic and called for an end to hatred and radicalism in the country. Secretary of State Marco Rubio described the shooting as a brazen act of cowardly anti-Semitic violence and vowed justice. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations called it a depraved act of anti-Semitic terrorism. Security was tightened across the city, and several major streets were shut down. Georgetown University's D.C. campus was temporarily placed on lockdown. Students reported being told by security not to leave their buildings for over an hour. A spokesperson for the Israeli embassy confirmed that the 2 staff members were shot at close range and said the embassy had full confidence in both local and federal law enforcement to bring the perpetrator to justice and protect Jewish communities across the United States. The Capitol Jewish Museum, which has recently upgraded its security due to growing concerns over anti-Semitism, has now become the latest symbol of rising threats faced by Jewish institutions nationwide. This incident once again reminds us that in the heart of political and religious conflicts, it is ordinary human lives that pay the highest price. The killing of 2 embassy staff members is deeply tragic, but it's equally important to reflect on the underlying causes that fuel such anger, unrest, and desperate actions. Violence is never a solution, but sustained injustice and political oppression rarely remain silent forever. That's all for now from Crime Watch America. Understanding every side of the truth is essential, even when it's uncomfortable.